For me, reaching out to brands is something that always sounded foreign because I never actually thought you need to write to brands for them to request your service. I just always thought you need to work up to the extent that brands will notice you. I never knew you had to write to them and sometimes write to them for them to request a service. So when I got to know about this, it was like months ago, and I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Okay, if you're in the same shoe with me, you definitely need to watch this video. Stay tuned. So welcome back to this channel. We were talking about reaching out to brands. So the first time I got to know about reaching out to brands as a thing was when a brand requested my service, and they were like, they're hoping I can do this better than the last person that wrote to them. And I'm like, I don't understand, can you please enlighten me? And they were like an influencer, a popular influencer wrote to them and said this and said that, promised this and promised that, and at the end of the day, nothing to show for it. I was so surprised, but I didn't act surprised, so it didn't look like, okay, do you even know what's going on in your industry? I just had to act cool, and I was like, it happens, you know, we're humans and anything can happen at any time. So I just had to act like, and at the end of the day, I went to Google, my favorite, go to human. I refer to Google as a human because Google has everything you're looking for. Let me just quickly chip this in. Don't come to my DM asking me questions that are on Google, that the answers are on Google. You just come to me, how can I do this, how can I do it? When you can go and ask Google, like, hey, why are you even wasting your time more than you're wasting my time? Because me, I won't answer you. So you're not wasting my own time, but you're wasting your own time because you keep waiting for me to answer you. Just please take Google as a friend, okay? And you can get more answers from there. So what was I saying? I had to go to Google. I had to search, what does it mean to reach out to brands, blah blah blah, what do you need, what I saw amazed me. I was so surprised, like, where have I been? Okay, so I had to really make up corrections, I had to do this, I had to do that. I had to learn how to write to brands. I had to reach out to my favorite person, the person I always go to when I need advices or mentorship, something like that. And the person told me, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know you didn't know about it, and she actually put me through. So the first time I wrote to a brand was about 4 months ago. Good news, got declined. Okay, I don't know if that's a good news, but it was a good news to me because I just did it with one mind. I wasn't sure of how I was going to do it. I wasn't even sure what I was writing. I'm sure as hell what I wrote was what even made them not to give me that job, because it was, I can't remember how I wrote it. I deleted it from my email because I didn't want to keep saying it. I was angry at the time they declined the whole thing, but it got to a point I was so happy that, okay, what if they have given me this thing and I can't just pull through, So after then I wrote again, got declined. It's not a job, okay, it's not a big thing. It's just, you get a bit sad that you're getting rejected. The third time I wrote, and this time the offer was really great. I was given products, I was paid for it, I was allowed to come to their office for a free, in fact a lot of things came with it, and I was so glad because on that project I was working with other influencers, and I was surprised. But these things happen. So from the story I've said, from the story I just told you guys, you now know it is possible to reach out to brands. Very possible, and it's very, very possible for them to reply you and request your service. So what are the tips you need to consider before reaching out to brands? The very, very simple and easy tips. The first one, you need to be able to stand as your own. Like, you need to be able to know what you're doing. I always say this, it's on my Instagram everywhere. Know what you're doing on Instagram or any social media platform you're actually using. Know your why, know why you're there, know who you're influencing, know what you're doing. So after that, you'll be able to know what to put in the email you're writing to the brand. You understand what I'm saying? So because it's so painful that it took me months to know this and get a hold of this, because since I've been doing it, guys, it has been working perfectly well. But it doesn't mean that other brands have not been reaching out to me. They definitely have been reaching out to me, but they're just sometimes that you don't get noticed by brands, especially when you're still a micro influencer. So you don't get noticed by brands, and you need to write to them. It's no biggie. Once they see your engagements and they know, okay, this person is doing fine, then they definitely give you the shot. So when writing this email to them, you tell them why you tell them how you saw them, like how you saw their page, or where you saw them from, or if you've used their product before, which actually gives you an edge. You know, they'll be like, okay, this person has used our product before, and this person definitely knows how our product, you know, is. So they want to give it a try. At least you've patronized them, so it actually gives you an edge. So you need to tell them if you've used the product before, or how you end up your product, and you need to tell them what you have to offer. You need to give space for suggestions from them if they have anything they want to suggest that you can add, you know, and all of that. So it's not a big thing like that. It's not like you're looking for a job or something. It's just you need to be yourself when writing this email. You need to be your actual self. Like, let your actual self play, because that's who they want. You know they're not seeing you, so they need to feel you. That's just how I put it in my head whenever I'm writing this email. You're not seeing me, so I need them to feel me. I need them to listen to my voice through the email. Okay, so that's just it. And after you write this email, relax and wait for your reply, a positive reply. You know, I always pray every time after sending an email, especially if it's a big company and I know that, yes, I really want to do this for this company, but I just pray like, God, please let this just go through. You know, sometimes it doesn't go through, sometimes it goes through. But what happens when you write 10 emails to 10 companies and 7 gets accepted, you know, or 3 get accepted? See, it doesn't have to do with the numbers, because there are some companies that, or some brands, why am I using companies or like that? Yeah, companies, brands, whatever, you get the gist. So there's some brands that they'll still need you even after that first time that you work for them. They'll still need you to continue the contract with them because they just love your services. So it's not a thing to be worked up, you know, about. I hope we enjoyed this session, and I hope we learned a thing or two. To help you guys further, I'm going to be dropping a guideline template on how to write your email to these brands, and I'm dropping it only if you're subscribed to my newsletter. To subscribe to my newsletter, I'll be dropping the link below, and the link is also on my Instagram. Just click the link in my bio and to take you straight there. You see subscribe to my newsletter. That's it, guys, for today. Till next time, I love you all. Bye.